unprecedented onslaught of COVID-19 pandemic has caused us to rethink many of our ways, education included. Without a doubt, this global health crisis pushed us to fully harness the power of technology as we needed to develop methods of instruction that are safe, innovative, and responsive to the needs of time. As an institution, we believed that for the world to become a better place, education must continue. And so, we did not allow for our education system to be paralyzed nor crippled.
It is only fair to say that for the faculty, staff, and students alike, the transition from face-to-face to virtual classes is not without hurdles. But we triumphed, we rose from the adversities, we defied the odds and stood as one West Visayas State University. Today marks the culmination of all the hard work, efforts, and sacrifices made by our graduates. Today is a celebration of perseverance and excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 Virtual Commencement Exercises of West Visayas State University. To begin with, let us bow our heads and acknowledge the presence of the Almighty through an invocation.
Signore, mi rende uno strumento della vostra pace.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Dove c'è io, Dio, lasciarlo seminare l'amore.
Where there is hatred, let me sow love.
Dove c'è ferita, dove c'è
Where there is doubt, faith. Where there's despair,
sperare, dove c'è derisa, illuminarsi, dove c'è la tristezza,
divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek
as to console,
to be understood as to understand,
to be loved as to love.
as to love.
For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in dying that we are born again.
It is in dying that we are born again.
It is in dying that we are born again to eternal life.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
With certainty, we can say that this pandemic has deepened our understanding of the value of compassion, the power of conviction, and the resilience of the human species to overcome adversities. For the graduating class of Batch 2020 and Batch 2021, the pandemic situation also serves as a reminder that the real battle is waiting outside of the physical and virtual classrooms of your alma mater, the West Visayas State University. The knowledge, skills, and attitudes you have acquired for the past 4 years and the years before it will all be put to test after today.
Indeed, Ma'am Bona, endings are also beginnings. For our graduates, a new chapter awaits to be written, and it is now upon them how they move forward with their own stories. Equipped with the values of excellence, creativity and innovation, and service, a new batch of research and service-oriented Taga-West professionals will soon set sail in the vast ocean of opportunities.
As they find themselves at the crossroad of classroom education and real-world experience, today a voice of inspiration will surely fuel them as they chase their dreams and widen their horizons. To introduce our commencement speaker, let us all welcome our beloved University President, Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, SUC President 4.
Our commencement speaker is the Chairman of the Commission on Higher Education, Chairman of the Unified Financial Assistance System for Tertiary Education, or UNIFAST, and Commissioner of UNESCO. Prior to his appointment to the Commission, he served as Vice President for Public Affairs of the University of the Philippines from 2011 to 2016 and Professor of Public Administration. As CHED Chairman, he steers the governance of all the Board of Regents or Board of Trustees of all state universities and colleges, including the University of the Philippines, Mindanao State University, and our very own West Visayas State University. As UNIFAST Chairman, he ensures the implementation of the most important social legislation of the Duterte administration, the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education, or the Free Higher Education Law. He has spent the last 3 decades of his professional career as an administrator, legislative staff, policy expert, political advisor, and technocrat in the executive and legislative branches of government in the Philippines and the United States, including stints in the California State Legislature, the Philippine Senate, and the House of Representatives. He is a product of the public school system and earned his Bachelor of Arts in History and Political Science and his doctorate degree in Public Administration at the University of the Philippines. He has a Master of Arts degree in Social Sciences and Political Science from De La Salle University. He steered the higher education system during the COVID-19 pandemic by working closely with the education stakeholders in adopting a flexible learning system and ensuring the inclusion of higher education issues at the highest levels of government as a member of the Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Diseases, or IATF. Ladies and gentlemen, our commencement speaker, the Honorable Dr. Prospero E. De Vera III.
Para sa Class of 2021, isang mapagpalayang araw sa inyong lahat. hayaan niyong simulan ko ang aking mensahe sa isang mainit na pagbati at pagpupugay sa mga magsisipagtapos ngayong araw na ito. Today, while the situation has somehow improved compared to March of 2020, things are obviously far from how they were before and would probably not go back to the old normal. I understand your frustration of missing a live graduation. Pero saludo ako sa inyo dahil napagtagumpayan ninyo ang mga hamon ng pandemya at naipagpatuloy ang pag-aaral sa kabila ng mga balakid at limitasyon. At ngayon ay mas handa na kayong harapin ang susunod na yugto ng inyong buhay. You and your university were able to courageously respond to the needs of the times, move forward as one, and rise above the challenges. Now on the part of CHED, we acted quickly and conscientiously at the onset of the pandemic and devised ways to allow continued access to quality education through flexible modes of learning. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, we ensured that learning continued by adopting a policy of flexible learning. Sa aking pagpadyak sa iba't ibang pamantasan sa buong Pilipinas, ako'y nabigyan ng pagkakataon na makausap, makasama, at makahalubilo ang mga mag-aaral, guro at empleyado ng iba't ibang pamantasan at kolehiyo sa bansa. I heard stories of struggles in the midst of the pandemic. We recognize the diligence, patience, and hard work of both the administrators, the faculty, the staff, and most important, the students, for not allowing the pandemic to ruin your dreams and aspirations. Last February 2021, nakilala ko ang magkapatid na parehong tertiary education subsidy grantees sa Tibiao, Antique. Sila ay si Maria at Remigio Escudero mula sa University of Antique. Ang kanilang ikinabubuhay ay magtinda ng balut at pagtama ng pandemya, nawalan sila ng kabuhayan. When they received their subsidy during the COVID-19 pandemic in May, pagkatapos nilang gastusin ang kanilang test sa mga pangangailangan nila sa pag-aaral, ginamit nila ang natitirang test upang makabangon ang kanilang negosyo at makakuha ng panggastos sa pang-araw-araw na pag-aaral. Last month, when I was in Cebu, I met Renami Nunez. Si Renami ay test beneficiary ng 2 taon na. Ginamit niya ang kanyang unang test subsidy para kabitan ng kuryente ang kanilang bahay dahil naaawa siya sa kanyang kapatid na nag-aaral sa dilim. Her second subsidy was used to buy her first cell phone in her life, and her third subsidy to buy a second-hand laptop for herself and her brother. She continues to study to better herself. She will be the first in her family to get a college education. A few weeks ago, during my bike ride, I met Catherine Ehe, who used her test subsidy para makapagpatayo ng sari-sari store at para ipagawa ang bubong ng kanilang bahay. makatapos niyang bilhin ang pangangailangan niya for flexible learning. And soon, I hope to meet some of the test beneficiaries in your university. These stories of success from our scholars are the reason why this year we claim victory for free higher education. These stories are proof that the Duterte administration prioritizes free and quality education for our young people. It is also with pride and happiness that I share with you that even in the midst of the pandemic, more than 1.6 million Filipinos in more than 200 public universities now continue to receive quality higher education for free. Sa iba't ibang panig ng ating bansa, ay narinig ko na mga kwento ng tagumpay ng ating mga mag-aaral, lalong-lalo na ang mga nakakakuha ng test at tulong-dulo. From their success stories, we can already claim that free higher education under RA 10931, the most important social legislation in the history of higher education, is a success. Overall, today, more than 2 million students are supported by the government amidst this global pandemic, so that the students can continue receiving quality education and move closer towards the realization of their dreams to improve themselves and to improve the plight of their families. As we therefore celebrate your graduation today, we look back at the years of hard work and determination, the unwavering commitment in your continuous quest for knowledge. Let your graduation remind you of the gains that you have achieved collectively and individually, and the constant push to do better and to better yourselves as you enter the world of work. As you leave the portals of your university, I am optimistic that you will become active contributors to national growth and the competitiveness of our country. You have been equipped with the necessary competencies anchored on the university's core values. And so you must use this to make your distinctive mark in society by transforming lives. Never stop learning and continue to pursue activities that will serve as precursors of discovery to ensure continuous productivity and sustainability for our future generations. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. Mabuhay kayong lahat!
Thank you very much for empowering our graduates, CHED Chairperson J. Prospero E. De Vera III. I truly believe that your message has inspired them to become active participants in nation building.
At this point, we will be awarding the plaque of appreciation to our commencement speaker. Let me read to you the citation of the plaque. Republic of the Philippines, West Visayas State University, La Paz, Iloilo City, awards this plaque of recognition to J. Prospero E. De Vera III, DPA, Chairperson, Commission on Higher Education, Chair, WVSU, Board of Regents. as a token of gratitude for having shared with Class 2019-2020 and Class 2020-2021. A very inspiring and value-laden message that he delivered as the commencement speaker. Given at West Visayas State University this 6th day of August in the year of our Lord 2021. Signed, Joselito F. Villaruz, MD, PhD, FPPS, SUC, President 4. Once again, thank you very much for gracing the 2021 virtual commencement exercises of West Visayas State University. Sir, you are truly an inspiration.
Set the youth to task hath begun. Seek their rightful place neath the sun. For 119 years, the West Visayas State University has lived up to its commitment to developing lifelong learners empowered to generate knowledge and technology and transform communities as agents of change. To celebrate the continuing tradition of excellence and the success of Batch 2020 and 2021, ladies and gentlemen, the WVSU hymn.
Indeed, a student's life at West Visayas State University may be full of hard work and sleepless nights, but all these sacrifices will lead to another milestone in the pursuit of excellence. Today, our graduates will reap what they have planted, and we celebrate it with them. While it is unfortunate that you, our dear graduates, are robbed of the opportunity to march in your togas with your proud parents and loved ones, our recognition for your hard work and success in no way becomes less.
To present the candidates for graduation, let us welcome our college deans and director.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, President, West Visayas State University, I have the honor to present to you the 9 candidates for graduation from the College of Agriculture and Forestry for academic year 2019-2020. Of this total, 2 are graduating with a degree Master in Agriculture, major in Animal Science. 7 are graduating with a degree Master in Agriculture, major in Plant Science. 2 candidates for graduation for academic year 2020-2021. Of this total, 2 are graduating with a degree Master in Agriculture, major in Plant Science. As Dean of Instruction of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their respective degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with the following degrees: Master in Agriculture, major in Animal Science, Master in Agriculture, major in Plant Science.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, President, West Visayas State University. I have the honor to present to you the 127 candidates for graduation from the College of Arts and Sciences for academic year 2019-2020 and 2020-2021. Of this total, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Arts in English, 2 are graduating with a degree Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, 2 are graduating with a degree Bachelor of Science in Biology, 7 are graduating with a degree Master of Arts in Biology, 2 are graduating with a degree Master of Arts in Chemistry, 8 are graduating with a degree Master of Arts in English and Literature, 5 are graduating with a degree Master of Arts in Mathematics, 1 is graduating with a degree Master of Arts in Physics, 10 are graduating with a degree Master of Arts in Social Science, 9 are graduating with a degree Master of Science in Biology, 65 are graduating with a degree Master in Public Governance, and 14 are graduating with a degree Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science. As Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their respective degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with the following degrees: Bachelor of Arts in English, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Master of Arts in Biology, Master of Arts in Chemistry, Master of Arts in English and Literature, Master of Arts in Mathematics, Master of Arts in Physics, Master of Arts in Social Science, Master of Science in Biology, Master in Public Governance, and Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, President, West Visayas State University. I have the honor to present to you the 16 candidates for graduation from the College of Business and Management for academic year 2019-2020. Of this total, 1 is graduating with the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. 2 is graduating with the degree Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. 1 is graduating with the degree Bachelor in Hotel and Restaurant Management. 10 is graduating with the degree Master in Hospitality Management. And 2 is graduating with the degree Master in Business and Management. 7 candidates for graduation for academic year 2020-2021. Of this total, 1 is graduating with the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. 5 is graduating with the degree Master in Hospitality Management. 1 is graduating with the degree Master in Business Management. As Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their respective degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with the following degrees: Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, Bachelor in Hotel and Restaurant Management, Master in Hospitality Management, Master in Business Management.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, President, West Visayas State University. I have the honor to present to you the 6 candidates for graduation from the College of Communication
for academic year 2019-2020. These 6 candidates are graduating with a degree Master in Mass Communication. 2 candidates for graduation for academic year 2020-2021. Of this total, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor in Broadcasting, and 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor in Journalism. As Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their respective degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with the following degrees: Master in Mass Communication, Bachelor in Broadcasting, and Bachelor in Journalism.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, President, West Visayas State University, I have the honor to present to you the 156 candidates for graduation from the College of Education for academic year 2019-2020. Of this total, 19 are graduating with a degree Diploma in Early Childhood Education, 3 are graduating with a degree Diploma in Teaching, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Elementary Education with specialization in General Education, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Special Education with specialization in Teaching the Gifted, and 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Physical Science. 65 are graduating with a degree Master of Arts in Education, 10 are graduating with a degree Master in Education, 26 are graduating with a degree Doctor of Philosophy in Education, and 30 are graduating with a degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education. 86 candidates for graduation for academic year 2020-2021. Of this total, 18 are graduating with a degree Diploma in Early Childhood Education, 1 is graduating with a degree Diploma in Teaching, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Elementary Education with specialization in General Education, and 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Special Education with specialization in teaching children with mental retardation. 44 are graduating with a degree Master of Arts in Education, 13 are graduating with a degree Master in Education, 6 are graduating with a degree Doctor of Philosophy in Education, 2 are graduating with a degree Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education. As Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their respective degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with the following degrees: Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Teaching, Bachelor of Elementary Education with specialization in General Education, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Physical Science, Bachelor of Special Education with specialization in Teaching the Gifted, Bachelor of Special Education with specialization in teaching children with mental retardation, Doctor of Philosophy in Education with specialization in Curriculum Development, Educational Management, and Psychology and Guidance, Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education with specialization in Biology, Mathematics, and Physical Science, Master of Arts in Education with specialization in Biological Science, Elementary Mathematics, Elementary Science, Filipino, Language Teaching in English, Mathematics, Physics, Physical Science, Reading, and Social Studies, Master in Education with specialization in Administration and Supervision, Early Childhood Education, Guidance and Counseling, and Special Education.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, President, West Visayas State University. I have the honor to present to you the 4 candidates for graduation from the College of Information and Communications Technology for academic year 2019-2020. Of this total, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Science in Information Systems,
3 are graduating with a degree Master in Information Technology. As Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their respective degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with the following degrees: Bachelor of Science in Information Systems and Master in Information Technology.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, President, West Visayas State University, I have the honor to present to you the candidates of graduation from the College of Nursing. 4 for the academic year 2019-2020 and 4 for the academic year 2020-2021. As the Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with a degree Master of Arts in Nursing.
Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, West Visayas State University. I have the honor to present to you the 19 candidates for graduation from College of Physical Education, Sports, Culture, Arts, and Recreation for academic year 2019-2020. Of this total, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Physical Education, major in School Physical Education. 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Physical Education, major in Dance. 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Music Education. 2 are graduating with a degree Master in Music Education. 3 are graduating with a degree Master in Physical Education, major in Dance. And 11 are graduating with a degree Master in Physical Education, major in Sports. There are 7 candidates for graduation for academic year 2020-2021. Of this total, 1 is graduating with a degree Bachelor of Physical Education, major in Sports and Wellness Management. 1 is graduating with a degree Master in Music Education. 2 are graduating with a degree Master in Physical Education, major in Dance. And 3 are graduating with a degree Master in Physical Education, major in Sports. As Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their respective degrees. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred with the following degrees: Bachelor of Physical Education, majors in School Physical Education, Dance and Sports and Wellness Management, Bachelor of Music Education, Master in Music Education, Master in Physical Education, major in Dance, and Master in Physical Education, major in Sports.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents as President of the West Visayas State University, I hereby confer upon you graduates your degree Bachelor of Arts and Sciences with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. For academic year 2018-2019 and summer 2019, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Information Systems, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Bachelor of Arts in Journalism, Bachelor of Science in Forestry, Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Teaching, Master of Arts in Chemistry, Master of Arts in English and Literature, Master of Arts in Physics, Master of Arts in Social Science, Master in Public Governance, Master of Science in Biology, Master of Arts in Education, major in Biological Science, Elementary Mathematics, Elementary Science, Language Teaching in English, Physical Science, and Social Studies, Master of Education in Early Childhood Education, Guidance and Counseling, Special Education, Master of Arts in Nursing, Nursing Education, Master of Physical Education, major in Dance and Sports, Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Curriculum Development and Educational Management, Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, major in Biology, Mathematics. For academic year 2019-2020, Bachelor of Arts in English, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Microbiology, and Pre-Medicine tracks, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Business Management, Bachelor in Hotel and Restaurant Management, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, Bachelor of Elementary Education, General Education, Bachelor of Secondary Education, Physical Science, Bachelor of Special Education, Teaching the Gifted, Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Teaching, Bachelor of Science in Information Systems, Bachelor of Music Education, Bachelor of Physical Education, Dance, School Physical Education, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Crop Science, Master of Arts in Biology, Master of Arts in English and Literature, Master of Arts in Mathematics, Master of Arts in Social Science, Master in Public Governance, Master of Science in Biology, Master in Business Management, Master in Hospitality Management, Master in Mass Communications, Master of Arts in Education, Biological Science and Elementary Mathematics, Filipino, Language Teaching in English, Mathematics, Physical Science, Physics, and Social Studies, Master of Education in Early Childhood Education and Guidance and Counseling, Special Education, Master in Information Technology, Master of Arts in Nursing and Nursing Administration, Master in Music Education, Master of Physical Education, Dance and Sports, Master in School Management, Master in Agriculture, Animal Science and Plant Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Curriculum Development, Educational Management, and Psychology and Guidance, Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, Biology, Mathematics, and Physical Science. For academic year 2020-2021, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Business Management, Bachelor in Broadcasting, Bachelor in Journalism, Bachelor of Elementary Education, General Education, Bachelor of Special Education, teaching children with mental retardation. Bachelor of Physical Education, Sports and Wellness Management. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Diploma in Teaching. Master of Arts in Biology. Master of Arts in Mathematics. Master of Arts in English and Literature. Master of Arts in Social Science. Master in Public Governance. Master of Science in Biology. Master in Business Management. Master in Hospitality Management. Master of Arts in Education, Biological Science, Elementary Mathematics, Filipino, Language Teaching in English, Mathematics, Physical Science, Physics, Reading and Social Studies, Master of Education, Administration and Supervision, Early Childhood Education, Guidance and Counseling, Special Education, Master of Arts in Nursing, Nursing Administration, Nursing Education, Master in Music Education, Master of Physical Education, Dance, Sports, Master in School Management, Master in Agriculture, Plant Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Curriculum Development, Educational Management, Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, Biology, Mathematics, Physical Science.
Thank you very much, Deans, Director of Instruction, and our University President, Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz.
Napoleon Hill once said, "Cherish your visions and your dreams, as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements." Ladies and gentlemen, geared towards their visions and dreams, we proudly present to you the graduates of West Visayas State University for the year 2020 and 2021.
College of Agriculture and Forestry, first semester 2019-2020. Edwin C. Cangas, Leon, Iloilo. Thesis: Factors affecting the adoption of organic farming among vegetable farmers in Leon, Iloilo. Advisor: Dr. Eliodoro L. Alicante. Richard R. Gehanzo, Oton, Iloilo. Thesis: Boar breeding performance under organic feeding transition and management. Advisor: Dr. Victor T. Gonzalez. Christine Viola A. Gonzalez, Lambunao, Iloilo. Thesis: Status of cacao production in the province of Antique. Advisor: Dr. Eliodoro L. Alicante. Keith S. Guantero, Leon, Iloilo. Thesis: Knowledge and practices on pesticide use of vegetable farmers in Leon, Iloilo. Advisor: Dr. Eliodoro L. Alicante. Rainro T. Herrera, Jordan Guimaras. Thesis: System of rice intensification and its effect on the growth, yield, and economic performance using 3 commonly grown inbreed rice varieties in Guimaras Province, Philippines. Advisor: Dr. Greta G. Gabinete. Rene Rose T. Juanico, Banate, Iloilo. Thesis: Potential of creeping daisy as silage in goat. Advisor: Dr. Victor T. Gonzalez. Marjeline F. Ofer, Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis: Effect of radiation degraded Kappa cariginan as foliar fertilizer on the growth and yield of transplanted rice under different planting densities. Advisor: Dr. Greta G. Gabinete. William P. Offer, Jr. Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis: Rice productivity using fertilizer management decision tools under 2 planting methods. Advisor: Dr. Greta G. Gabinete. Welgen C. Tagadwar, Leon, Iloilo. Thesis: Post-harvest practices of vegetable farmers in Bucari, Leon, Iloilo. Its effects on the quality of vegetable harvest. Advisor: Dr. Eliodoro L. Alicante. Second semester 2020-2021. Janero L. Baltero, Dingle, Iloilo. Thesis: Correlates of performance in the National Certificate Assessment among agricultural crops production learners in the technical vocational schools offering agriculture in the 4th District of Iloilo. Advisor: Dr. Joel A. Arakil. Harry C. Luces, Bugasong Antique. Thesis: Insecticidal efficacy of neem tree leaves and turmeric rhizome extract, using various solvents against Apis crassivora. Advisor: Dr. Eliodoro L. Alicante. College of Arts and Sciences, candidates for graduation as of summer 2019. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Ere Juda S. Nabuab, Yagao, Iloilo. Master of Science, Biology, Jennifer E. Elumba, Igbaras, Iloilo. Thesis: Evaluation of bacterial isolates from seaweed. Montagne as probiotic supplements in commercial fish feeds. Advisor: Dr. Ray G. Tantiado. Master of Arts in Physics, Hester Lynn H. Ubag, Pavia, Iloilo. Thesis: Time frequency portraits of Panay Bukidnon musical instruments. Advisor: Dr. Agatha C. Senina. Master in Public Governance, non-thesis, Hubert P. Canto, Cabanatuan, Iloilo. Katrina Lioli Joy S. Gake, Mordan Guimaras. Joy May L. Legira, Pavia, Iloilo. Marifel G. Macariza, Mordan Guimaras. Bienvenido D. Oring Jr., Iloilo City. Lorraine G. Pasione, Haro, Iloilo City. Desa O. Kema, Haniway, Iloilo. Rosin J. Suliano, Pavia, Iloilo. Master of Arts in Chemistry, non-thesis, Kent Mervin E. Colocar, Ahoy, Iloilo. Sir Billy E. Juanites, Antique. Master of Arts in English and Literature, non-thesis, Mayflower A. Doruelo, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Carmel O. Herrera, Mordan Guimaras. Master of Arts in Social Science, Vic P. Bonda, Barota Viejo, Iloilo. Michael Jeff L. Estores, Sibalo, Antique. First semester, academic year 2019-2020. Bachelor of Science in Biology, Carl John S. Poha, Bago City, Negros Occidental. Master of Arts in Biology, non-thesis, Chian B. Gardose, Capas, Capiz. J.V. J. Hore, Sigma, Capiz. Master in Public Governance, non-thesis, Anthony I.N.G. Andeleza, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Ruby A. Aviador, Pavia, Iloilo. Tel Ann C. Cabaubao, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Irish Teniose L. Cruz, Dingle, Iloilo. John Vincent T. Evio, Puerto Princesa, Palawan. Jeannie G. Garque, Gimbal, Iloilo. Jofel I. Isidro, Haro, Iloilo. Christopher S. Lee, Totan, Iloilo. Mayrose T. Malabor, Molo, Iloilo.
Clar J. C. Maravilla, Haro, Iloilo. Maria Sol P. Marino, Buena Vista, Guimaras. Fabio L. Mosquito, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Elizabeth S. Sunyo. Master of Science in Biology, Jerlene I. Astrolabio, Rojas City. Thesis, Quality and Safety Assessment of Traditional Smoked Fish Products. Advisor, Dr. Ray G. Tantiado. Jansen G. Sanchez, Pavia, Iloilo. Thesis, Assessment of Environmental Hygiene and Microbiological Status, Basis for Training Design and Materials for a Food Manufacturing Company. Advisor, Dr. Ray G. Tantiado. Master of Arts in Social Science, non-thesis, Vincent Rien S. Amalay, Haro, Iloilo. Devona M. Celedonio, Cebu City. Emard B. Jerez, Haro, Iloilo. Maria Ira L. Laison, Badjangan, Iloilo. Jacqueline Narciso, Miagao, Iloilo. Lemuel V. Patricio, Haro, Iloilo. Jenica H. Ugay, Iloilo City. Master of Arts in English and Literature, non-thesis, Flora May B. Pareño, San Enrique, Iloilo. Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science, Mark L. Casakite, Lambunao, Iloilo. Dissertation, Andumanan sang Ulian, Sense of Place and Environmental Conservation Practices among River Residents. Advisor, Dr. Vicente C. Anda. Eileen I. Istoque, Kalinog, Iloilo. Dissertation, The Korean Telenovela Fever and the Filipino Student Blues. Advisor, Dr. Maria Lulu L. Loyola. Victoria A. Jepti, Pasig, Iloilo. Dissertation, Navigating the Transitory Period of Single Women Teacher Retirees. Advisor, Dr. Nancy S. Surmieda. Second semester, academic year 2019-2020. Bachelor of Arts in English, Pamela T. Mupada, Tigbawan, Iloilo. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Marlu E. Olivera, Igbaras, Iloilo. Bachelor of Science in Biology, Mark Hill C. Brillantes, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Master of Arts in Biology, non-thesis, Maricel Falquisana, Miagao, Iloilo. Arlene Lakian, Haro, Iloilo City. Master of Arts in English and Literature, non-thesis, Ronaline Derecho, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Maria Grace D. Pavia, Iloilo. Pearly Medez, Pavia, Iloilo. Ansel Marie Mondia, Oton, Iloilo. Master of Arts in Mathematics, non-thesis, Noribel Balbontin, Barotac Viejo, Iloilo. John Alexis B. Emino, Haro, Iloilo City. Keith Lester A. Mallorca, Oton, Iloilo. Master of Arts in Social Science, non-thesis, R.B. Jane Bordeos, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Master in Public Governance, non-thesis, Thesis Licera, Pavia, Iloilo. Anthony Zulueta, Oton, Iloilo. Master of Science in Biology, Chariz Amoyan, Alimutyan, Iloilo. Thesis, Formulation, Viability, and in vitro efficiency of lactic acid bacteria-infused lubricant against biofilm-forming pathogens. Advisor, Dr. Jenimar Genevieve Y. Figueras.
Damsel Jessa C. Cabangal, Leon, Iloilo. Thesis, Estimation of measurement and certainty of aerobic plate count and Staphylococcus aureus count of fish and aquatic products. Advisor, Dr. Jenamar Genevieve Y. Figueras. Zara Elia Cagilgan, Leon, Iloilo. Thesis, comparative analysis of methods for detection of biofilm forming capacity and pathogen binding inhibition of lactic acid bacterial isolates. Advisor, Dr. Gina Mar Genevieve Y. Figueras. Saturnino Luke A. Sobrevega, New Lucena, Iloilo. Thesis, Antimicrobial properties of endophytic fungal metabolites and their host plant extracts. Advisor, Dr. Gina Mar Genevieve Y. Figueras.
Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science. Roland John Cyril F. Image, Igbaras, Iloilo. Dissertation, Kung wala pangilala, wala man tsansa, Unmasking Social Justice Issues in the Hiring of Public School Teachers. Advisor, Dr. Vicente Handa. Heinz B. Gumakil, Parotac Viejo, Iloilo. Dissertation, Evaluation of Local Government Services, Basis for the People-Driven Action Plan. Advisor, Dr. Mary Ann M. de la Vega. Elias C. Olapane, Ibisan, Capiz. Dissertation, In-depth exploration on the praxis of in vivo in qualitative data analysis, a case study approach. Advisor, Dr. Leah May C. Camalfi. Paul Ryan L. Onyas, Sultan Kudarat. Dissertation, Proclamation 216, The Marawi Experience. Advisor, Dr. Jeffrey R. Valeret. Sergio F. Tolentino III, Banga, Aklan. Dissertation, an ethnographic study of celebrating Bukas, the end of mourning period in the mountainous and coastal areas at Antique. Advisor, Dr. Mary Ann de la Vega. First semester, academic year 2020-2021, Master of Arts in Biology, non-thesis, Maria Ardelia A. Pagona, San Miguel, Iloilo. Jonah C. Barredo, Binalpagan, Negros Occidental. Leo Art Joseph E. Boris, Rojas City. Master of Arts in Mathematics, non-thesis, Erna May F. Natalaray, Yagao, Iloilo. Von Merrill F. Isumsa, Calibo, Aklan. Master in Public Governance, non-thesis, Chris Raleigh A. Abuan, Haro, Iloilo. Christine Grace S. Alanan, Lemery, Iloilo. Juvie Grace S. Albay, Oton, Iloilo. Jean Edessa D. Abila, Pavia, Iloilo. Windy Ivy C. Baclas, Sara, Iloilo. Ronnie C. Cahayon, Leon, Iloilo. Vale Hayatis A. Capulso, Pavia, Iloilo. Riza J. Chua, Oton, Iloilo. Joyce M. Cornelio, Pavia, Iloilo. Josil M. De La Coste, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Napoleon C. Facunla, Alimunian, Iloilo. Neil Paul A. Faraon, Dumalag, Capiz. Vanessa E. Gange, Ordan, Guimaras. Danica G. Walde, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Janime C. Halbuna, Mandurriao, Iloilo. Linlin Marie T. Hasmin, Tigbawan, Iloilo. Jennifer L. King, Molo, Iloilo. I.J. L. Madera, Maasin, Iloilo. Denmark B. Malunas, Anilaw, Iloilo. Mary Bituin G. Mendez, Lapuz, Iloilo. Leofe Aisa P. Yagao, Oton, Iloilo. Jamaica A. Molaga, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Clarice V. Monte Alto, Arevalo, Iloilo. Christian Gerard M. Penesilia, Kalinog, Iloilo. Romy M. Potok, Haro, Iloilo. Maria Milagros A. Rabo, Haro, Iloilo. Linor C. Regalado, Oton, Iloilo. Lovely May P. Robles, Haro, Iloilo. Loelyn G. Rojas, Ibauan, Iloilo. Maria Riza A. Sabidalas, Alimodyan, Iloilo. Maria Alicia Soledad A. Salazar, Haro, Iloilo. Marilu S. Secugal, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Mary Pauline P. Simpas, Leganes, Iloilo. Maria Aimee A. Sobrevega, Leganes, Iloilo. Charlene D. Sorongon, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Dino S. Sustento, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Maria Lea A. Terucha, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Frances C. Baron, Lemery, Iloilo. Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science, Angeli D. Mamon, Mantunyao, Iloilo City. Dissertation, Financial Literacy, Saving Motive and Saving Behavior of Public School Teachers. Advisor, Dr. Mary Ann M. de la Vega. May C. Perculio, Bacolod City. Dissertation, The Silver Lining on the Experiences of Women in Armed Struggle. Advisor, Dr. Nancy S. Surmieda. Second semester, academic year 2020-2021. Master in Public Governance, non-thesis. Maria Lourdes de Veza, Igbaras, Iloilo. Marian Palmira Lopez, San Dionisio, Iloilo. Dauna Salting, Pavia, Iloilo. Mary May Florence V. Bibit, Iloilo City. Master of Science in Biology, Edna Sabido, San Miguel, Iloilo. Thesis, Exploring the Antibiotic Potential of Actinomycetes from Iloilo marine sediments against escape pathogens and their genomic identification using phylogenetic gene markers. Advisor, Dr. Ginomar Genevieve E. Figueras. Chuck Chris Tenebro, Haniway, Iloilo. Thesis, Isolation 16S RNA gene-based identification and biosynthetic gene cluster detection of diverse antibiotic-producing Streptomyces strain from western and southern Antique marine sediments. Advisor, Dr. Ginomar Genevieve Y. Figueras. Master of Arts in Social Science, non-thesis, Nona Grace P. Yangwas. Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science, Miladen Daitao, Bacolod City. Master of Arts in English and Literature, non-thesis, Cherry May R. Teodisio, Calibo, Aklan. Dissertation, Talibong, a Material Culture Study and the Meaning It Carries. Advisor, Dr. Jonal Lanyada. Jane V. Fuentes, Banga, Aklan. Dissertation, Cybernauts, Prevalence of Online Gaming Culture of the Net Generation. Advisor, Dr. Mary Ann M. de la Vega. Maria Maribek S. Giliergan, Haro, Iloilo City. Dissertation, Challenges and Coping Strategies of Retired and Aging Seafarers, Basis for Policy Recommendations and Enhancement of Pre-Service Training Program. Advisor, Dr. Maria Lulu L. Loyola. Julin J. Rico, Pavia, Iloilo. Dissertation: Island Schools Communities Shared Activity Systems on Risk Reduction Management, Basis for the Development of a Disaster Preparedness Training Program. Advisor: Dr. Maria Lulu L. Loyola. College of Business and Management. List of graduates as of summer 2019. Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. Liza Diana N. Ku, Cabatuan, Iloilo. First semester, academic year 2019-2020. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Business Management. Julien T. Compendio, San Miguel, Iloilo. Second semester, academic year 2019-2020. Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. Kerson Vincent D. Abioda, Alibocyan, Iloilo. Bachelor in Hotel and Restaurant Management. Ray M. Mendoza, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Master in Hospitality Management. Sheila May V. Artajo, Toboso Negros Occidental. Thesis: Status, Challenges, and Prospects for Development of Ecotourism, the Guimaras Island Experience. Advisor: Mr. Dennis C. Oberio. May Joy L. Fernandez, Lampunao, Iloilo. Thesis: The Municipality of Calino as a Tourist Destination. Status, Challenges, and Viability. Advisor: Dr. Joriza M. Tolentino. Ligarme P. Prudente, Marotac Nuevo, Iloilo. Thesis: Status, Challenges, and Prospects for Development of Pinyao Antique as an Ecotourism Destination. Advisor: Professor Judy C. Kalibay. Master in Business Management. Krishna Shane Marie F. Babatubo, La Paz, Capiz. Thesis: Managers' Motivational Styles, Their Relationship to Employees' Engagement and Performance. Advisor: Dr. Hazel S. Sabio. Leonardo P. Hocate Jr., Molo, Iloilo City. Thesis: Assertiveness, Leadership Behavior, Work Motivation, and Job Performance among Supervisors in Pharmaceutical Companies. Advisor: Dr. Rosemary M. Dichosa. Graduate School, Master in Hospitality Management. Mary Mecca L. Apollo, Molo, Iloilo City. Thesis: DOT Accredited Resorts in Iloilo, Best Practices and Components of Tourism Sector as input to the development of Promotion Guide. Advisor: Dr. Maria Flora C. Poliano. Daishel A. Balsomo, Manturiao, Iloilo City. Thesis: Tourism Destination Image of Iloilo City, Tourist Assessment of Competitiveness, Response, and Travel Revisit Intention. Advisor: Dr. Maria Corazon M. Samorin. Donna B. Dumali, Balasan, Iloilo. Thesis: Hospitality Administrators' Assertiveness and Self-Efficacy as related to organizational commitment. Advisor: Dr. Maria Everly N. Sudario. J.V. B. Gaborno, Sara, Iloilo. Thesis: Employees' involvement and their assessment of the status, challenges, and the extent of implementation of the 3 pillars of sustainability framework in Iloilo Province Tourism. Advisor: Dr. Christy R. Agente. Ferdy Mark V. Gonzalez, Anilao, Iloilo. Thesis: Food Safety and Sanitation, Awareness, Attitude, and Practices among Street Food Vendors. Advisor: Dr. Luis A. Abioda. Desiree B. Nicanor, Estancia, Iloilo. Thesis: Tourism Potential Impact Assessment of DOT Accredited Resorts in Northern Iloilo towards the development of Tourism Action Plan. Advisor: Dr. Maria Corazon M. Samorin. Dorothy Joy A. C., Rojas City, Capiz. Thesis: Stakeholders' Awareness, Challenges, and Perceived Impact of Ecotourism Initiatives in Preserving the Ecosystem in a National Park. Advisor: Ms. Verna May A. Nariga. Second semester, academic year 2020-2021. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Business Management. Shermaya S. Luna, La Paz, Iloilo City. First semester, academic year 2020-21. Master in Hospitality Management. Shariz Kelly L. Duarte, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Thesis, Sales Promotion Strategies, Customer Loyalty and Satisfaction in Selected Hotels. Advisor, Dr. Christy R. Agente. Graduate School, Master in Hospitality Management. Relany Jean C. Iliania, Oton, Iloilo. Thesis, Flex Model of Blended Learning in Hospitality and Tourism, its effect on students' cognitive absorption and achievement in TOU 045. Advisor, Professor Julie C. Kalipay. Mary XCM Helano, Miagao, Iloilo. Thesis, Tourists' Assessment of Attractiveness and Relevance of 3 highly acclaimed tourism festivals in Iloilo City. Advisor, Ms. Zendi Ann D. Binogo. Fredelyn C. Medianero, Pasay City, Iloilo. Thesis, The Changing Market Conditions, Business Coping and Market-Driven Strategies as Related to Customer Satisfaction in DOT-Accredited Hotels. Advisor, Dr. Christy R. Ente. Aaron P. Pulhanan, Dumangas, Iloilo. Thesis, Work Arrangement, Protocol, Compensation, Package and Satisfaction among Food Service Employees. Advisor, Dr. Maria Corazon M. Samurin. Master in Business Management, Nicole John J. Raimundo, Leganés, Iloilo. Thesis, Cooperatives Managers Avocation, Basic Life Desire, Self-Efficacy, Professional Engagement and Performance. Advisor, Dr. Maria Corazon M. Samurin.
College of Communication. Summer 2019. Bachelor of Arts in Journalism. March, Jernine S. Aguasito, Zaraga, Iloilo. Josep Yon, Molo, Iloilo City. Second semester, academic year 2019-2020. Master in Mass Communication, Sheila Marie N. Bas, San Jose de Buenavista, Antique. Thesis, Barbaza Co-op Cable TV, Subscribers' Perceived Communication Constraints. Advisor, Professor Jaja M. Bacali. Steve E. Cordero, San Lorenzo, Guimaras. Thesis, Cross-Cultural Communication Practices and Problems among Filipino and Korean Workers involved in the Halaur River Multi-Purpose Project. Advisor, Dr. Ricky Abalenya III. Josel Marie V. de la Cruz, Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis, Information-Seeking Behavior of Fisherfolk on Climate Change in Selected Municipalities of Iloilo. Advisor, Professor Rona Del C. Alingasa. Jessa A. Nepomuceno, Oton, Iloilo. Thesis, Dynamics of AM Radio Advertisement Production in Iloilo City. Advisor, Dr. Ayan C. Espada. Hyacinth B. Bangero, Barotac Viejo, Iloilo. Thesis, User Acceptance of the Online Campaign One Council, 1 Week on Social Media. Advisor, Dr. Ricky Abalenya III. Babylin C. Cabalar, Lambunao, Iloilo. Thesis, Communication Styles as Influenced by Mothers Training in SOS Children's Villages in Cebu and Iloilo. Advisor, Ms. Edel Carmela Subong Soka. Second semester 2020-2021. Bachelor in Broadcasting, Robert John L. Hilario, Kalinog, Iloilo. Bachelor in Journalism, Donabel L. Tonogbanwa, Pavia, Iloilo.
Candidates for graduation, College of Education as of summer 2019. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Lani Rose R. Habican, Maasin, Iloilo. First semester, academic year 2019-2020. Bachelor of Elementary Education with specialization in General Education. Guzeneri L. Largo, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Kritz M. Avaro, Miagao, Iloilo. Pauline Cristia M. Artiliaga, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Mary Jean R. Bospos, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Mila D. Bretanya, Haro, Iloilo City. Maria Deb E. Serdanio, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Elvira C. Doyo, Iloilo City. Joanna Faye P. Gonzalez, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Rose A. Hermosilias, Molo, Iloilo City. Purissima G. Ibiesa, Molo, Iloilo City. Gemaville D. Iturralde, Pototan, Iloilo. Jennifer E. Halandoni, Lapus, Iloilo City. Joyce S. Segura, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Angeline May S. Velez, Molo, Iloilo City. Diploma in Teaching, Residential. Walter P. Toriano, Calibo, Aklan. Don Jessa Trias, Tigbawan, Iloilo. Second semester, academic year 2019-2020. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Physical Science. Rowena B. Hervas, Dueñas, Iloilo. Bachelor of Special Education with specialization in Teaching the Gifted. Shena B. Villegas, San Dionisio, Iloilo. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Jonisa S. Bartolazo, San Miguel, Iloilo. Geraldine B. Kasungkat, Burwanga, Aklan. Jobail C. Danyos, Lapus, Iloilo City. Molly Ardine M. Yusa, Pavia, Iloilo. Carlin Rin D. Plagata, Haro, Iloilo City. Diploma in Teaching, Residential. Josel C. Viloan, Molo, Iloilo City. First semester, academic year 2020-2021. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Yulisa G. Asumbra, Pavia, Iloilo. Lizelle Grace M. Calanza, Molo, Iloilo City. Larcy P. Capre, Pingawan, Iloilo. Christine Grace T. Doliente, Pavia, Iloilo. Melchi P. Gadian, Pavia, Iloilo. Pearl Hyacinth G. Paredes, Pavia, Iloilo. Diploma in Teaching. Jovelyn Genovea, Arevalo, Iloilo City. Second semester, academic year 2020-2021. Bachelor of Elementary Education with specialization in General Education. Ivan Franz M. Bangiban, Carles, Iloilo. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Pamela T. Alberca, Padyangan, Iloilo. Reynaldo C. Castañeto, Pavia, Iloilo. Angelica C. Envoltorio, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Ariane Ray P. Gonzalez, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Joanne Christine P. Hover, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Sandra G. Morales, Pavia, Iloilo. John Mar G. Onin, Tobias Fournier, Antique. Jolisa C. Panagdato, Barotac Nuevo, Iloilo. Jesmar Fritz M. Perez, Pavia, Iloilo. April May B. Sinfuego, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Gurley S. Suamin, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Larry N. Tanate Jr., Pavia, Iloilo. West Visayas State University, College of Education graduates, Summer 2019. Doctor of Philosophy in Education, major in Curriculum Development. Albert C. Apilado, Dingle, Iloilo. Development of course module using CMO number 15, series of 2017, and the International Council of Nurses Framework of Disaster Nursing Competencies. Advisor, Maria Asuncion Christine V. Dequilia, PhD. Irvin M. Haro, Barota Nuevo, Iloilo. Competencies and employability skills of Bachelor of Industrial students. Basis for development of instructional materials. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Armando S. Catalbas, Barota Nuevo, Iloilo. Say it in Iniete, a lexical semantic compendium. Advisor, Maria Asuncion Christine V. Dequilia, PhD. Rosie Jane E. Siosan, Ototan, Iloilo. Gamification, a pedagogical tool in MTV-MLE for early childhood learners. Advisor, Maria Asuncion Christine V. Dequilia, PhD. Myra Angeli D. Oliveros, San Jose, Antique. Indigenous knowledge and practices of the Ati, apropos to instructional materials development anchored on Indigenous peoples' education curriculum framework. Advisor, Maria Asuncion Christine V. Dequilia, PhD. Major, Educational Management. Jean C. Democrito, Molo, Iloilo City. Status and effectiveness of school-based management practices of selected secondary schools. Basis for the development of contextualized training model. Advisor, Teofilo R. Rabanes, EDD. Cheryl Ann A. Feliprada, Haro, Iloilo City. Junior Administrators Human Relation Abilities, Interpersonal Support, Workplace Stress, and Job Performance, Inputs to Professional Capability of Improvement Plan. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, Major in Biology. Lisel O. Bovier, Sapian Capiz. Student Science Concepts and Skills, Basis for the Development of Enhancement Material in Teaching General Microbiology. Advisor, Roel A. Ali, PhD. Sienna G. Cahilig, Pavia, Iloilo. Awareness, attitudes, and actions of high school learners in urban areas towards the development of instructional material for green education. Advisor, Roel A. Ali, PhD. Marian R.G.M. Daradar, Maasin, Iloilo. Learners' knowledge, skills, and attitudes on biodiversity towards the development of a contextualized learning material. Advisor, Roel A. Ali, PhD. Roda M. Erdao, Oton, Iloilo. Learners' conceptual understanding and science process skills in biotechnology. Inputs for the development of learning material for junior high school. Advisor, Roel A. Ali, PhD. Luz Viminda S. Medina, Calibo, Aklan. Learning gaps of incoming first-year general education STS students and teachers' knowledge on climate change. Basis for IM development. Advisor, Roel A. Ali. Richard E. Riego, Saraga, Iloilo. Learners' conceptual understanding in biology and self-regulated learning skills. Inputs for the development of a module. Advisor, Roel A. Ali, PhD. Major in Mathematics. Lucille S. Arcedas, Talisay, Negros Occidental. Effects of mathematics to communication, attitudes towards math, family engagement and achievement. Basis for the development of family math program. Advisor, Roberto G. Sagi Jr., PhD. Kim J. Enzio, Igbaraz, Iloilo. Mathematical habits of mind in solving non-routine problems among pre-service teachers, a grounded theory. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Joselito Q. Bolivar, Belison Antique, Development of Statistical Data Analysis Module for Undergraduate Research. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano. Master of Arts in Education. Major, Biological Science. Jonathan B. Baloloy, Carles, Iloilo. Science competencies, science process, and critical thinking skills and academic performance of grade 10 learners. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Marlon C. Pahotagana, Leon, Iloilo. Inquiry-based learning, science process skills, and academic performance of grade 10 learners. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Major, Elementary Math. Tami S. Lamprea, Anilao, Iloilo. Tales of Triumph Among Ilonggo Math Wizards. Implications to Childhood Mathematics Education. Advisor, Jonathan C. Glorial, PhD. Haruna B. Sakamoto, Haro, Iloilo City. Namathan, an interactive application in teaching grade school mathematics in mother tongue. Advisor, Rosemarie G. Felimon, PhD. Major, Elementary Science. Ethel May C. Alagos, Sara, Iloilo. Elementary science teachers' view about the nature of science and their self-efficacy in teaching socio-scientific issues. Advisor, Vicente C. Handa, PhD. Major, Language Teaching in English. Renelin P. Alajero, Pasig City, Iloilo. Technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge of secondary school English teachers. Advisor, Victoria V. Albacete, PhD. Ana May B. Usaran, Barotang Viejo, Iloilo. Product and process approaches in teaching paragraph development among grade 8 students. Advisor, Fina Felisa L. Alcudia, PhD. Shari May S. Gastado, San Miguel, Iloilo. Differentiated instruction and the English performance of grade 9 students. Advisor, Fina Felisa L. Alcudia, PhD. Cesar Ryan G. Rosales, La Paz, Iloilo City. Self-efficacy, anxiety, and linguistic performance among foreign learners. Advisor, Professor Marivic M. Violeta. Major, Physical Science. Maria Quesa Joy Antoinette B. Diaz, Dueñas, Iloilo. Grade 10 learners' scientific knowledge, environmental sensitivity, and risk reduction practices. Basis for disaster preparedness plan. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Anne Mylene S. Itucal, Haro, Iloilo City. Hybridized lab activities on learners' conceptual understanding and problem-solving skill in selected topics in chemistry. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Crystal Joy J. Pinuela, Banate, Iloilo. Terminal competencies in chemistry of junior high school completers. Basis for a proposed intervention plan. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Rhea May P. Sumpay, Banate, Iloilo. Work adaptation, motivation, and organizational commitment of novice science teachers. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Major, Social Studies. Charmaine M. Abaday, Igbaras, Iloilo. Facebook pages, romantic relationship and study habits of senior high school students. Advisor, Jason O. Coquin, PhD. Ana Michelle L. Mendoza, Ordan Guimaras. Life story of high school working students, a narrative inquiry. Advisor, Reggie F. Palmos, PhD. May C. Villa Delgado, City Proper, Iloilo City. Work burnout, stress, and teaching competencies among Araling Panlipunan teachers. Advisor, Eleanor S. Hamero, PhD. Master of Education. Major, Special Education. Gia Goretti S. Apolonio, Kalibo Aklan, educational churning of students with special needs, understanding parents' experiences. Advisor, Professor Rossini G. Monsalvo. Masters, non-thesis stream, Master of Arts in Education, Social Studies. Sheila May Banzil, Maasin, Iloilo. Catherine D. Maido, Maasin, Iloilo. Master of Education, Major, Early Childhood Education. Mary Grace T. Lavilla, Lambunaw, Iloilo. Major, Guidance and Counseling. Omega O. Torricilla, Hamptic, Antique. Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Major, Curriculum Development. Rita L. Haudian, Aro, Iloilo City. Development of offline instructional software for college faculty. Advisor, Genesis G. Camarista, PhD. Major, Educational Management. Manuela R. Losañez, Molo, Iloilo City. Academic Integrity Status, Strategies and Challenges among Selected AUN Members. Basis for Academic Integrity Action Plan for a State University. Advisor, Teofilo R. Rabanes, EDD. Major, Psychology and Guidance. Sheila A. Javier, Alihis, Bacolod City. And There Was Light, the Career Transition Experiences of Guidance Designates of the Project Free Program. Advisor, Maria Lulu L. Loyola, EDD. Masters, Thesis Stream, Master of Arts in Education, Major, Filipino. Cristia May B.S. Canillas, Lapus, Iloilo City. Pagsasakomics ng mga piling akdang pamanitikan sa ikawalong baitang, pagbuo at pagtataya. Advisor, Julie Gay Kidato, PhD. Major, Language Teaching in English, Jessica S. Ribeiro, Haniway, Iloilo. Semantic Mapping and Street Photography in the Teaching Position Paper Writing to Senior High School Students. Advisor, Maria Asuncion Christine V. Tequilla, PhD. Major, Elementary Math, Cheyenne T. Cabalonga, Tigbawan, Iloilo. A teacher's guide in teaching 4 basic operations on integers using 2-sided counters. Advisor, Roberto G. Sage Jr., PhD. Major, Mathematics, Jonaline A. Grantos, City Proper, Iloilo City. Peer instruction on critical thinking and problem-solving performance of learners on mathematics. Advisor, Dolly Rose F. De Mello, PhD. Major, Physics. Maryful Grace C. Pabiona, Pasay City, Iloilo. Transforming Ideas to Products. Design thinking on learners' conceptual understanding and performance task rating in physics. Advisor, Shirley R. Husayan, EDD. Masters, non-thesis stream. Master of Arts in Education. Major, Language Teaching in English. Eden Grace A. Pareñas, Haniway, Iloilo. Major, Social Studies. Flexi May B. Aligayen, Dingle, Iloilo. Din Mark C. Belencion, Barotac Nuevo, Iloilo. Ana May E. Falle, Igbaras, Iloilo. Nestojin S. Ilaya, Coton, Iloilo. Steve Michael E. Daga, Haro, Iloilo City. Doctor of Philosophy in Education. Major, Curriculum Development. Salvador P. Batio Jr., Pasay City, Iloilo. Development and evaluation of an instructional package for komunikasyon at pananaliksik sa wika at kulturang Pilipino. Advisor, Eleanor S. Hamero, PhD. Cesar B. Beleber, Barotac Nuevo, Iloilo. Development of Competency Standards for Automotive Technology Program. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Nenya Vanessa A. Cabiles, New Lucena, Iloilo. Competency-based instructional material package for pagbasa at pagsusuri ng iba't ibang teksto tungo sa pananaliksik. Advisor, Eleanor S. Hamero, PhD. Early J. N. Embajador, Maasin, Iloilo. Instructional materials for malayuning komunikasyon, development, and education. Advisor, Eleanor S. Hamero, PhD. Alma Jean D. Subong, La Paz, Iloilo City. Design and development of a work text based on the programming skills of first-year information technology students. Advisor, Genesis G. Camarista, PhD. Lori F. Tanalion, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Content analysis of Philippines teacher education standards. Advisor, Maria Asuncion Christine V. Dequilla, PhD. Major, Educational Management. Reginald F. Gamba, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Home and school learning climate as correlates with scholastic achievement. Inputs to the development of a home-school collaboration program. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Gerson J. Jaurigue, Leon, Iloilo. Organizational justice and faculty engagement in state universities and colleges as related to productivity. Inputs to a contextualized professional development plan. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Ricaredo Z. Luis, Jr., Haro, Iloilo City. Procurement planning, transparency, implementation efficiency, and effectiveness based followed rules and regulations in procurement, personnel, public secondary schools as basis for the development of procurement personnel procuring program. Advisor, Teofilo R. Rabanes, EDD. Elra D. M. Madalogdog, Haro, Iloilo City. Academic library administrator skills, qualities, and methods of preparation in leadership domains as associated with program effectiveness. Inputs to the development of a managerial kit. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Eric D. Valenzuela, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Teachers' time on task engagement, approaches and learners' competencies. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Major, Psychology and Guidance, Maria Pilar S. Malata, Molo, Iloilo City. School heads and teachers' competence and training needs in handling non-societal self-injury, a mixed method study leading to the development of a school protocol and training program. Advisor, Maria Lulu L. Loyola, EDD. Lina B. Marquelencia, Haro, Iloilo City. Psychology educators' attributes and competencies, inputs in the formulation of a professional enhancement program. Advisor, Catherine O. Roses, PhD. Ruthel A. Moreno, San Jose Antique. Bullying victimization of learners with disabilities, basis for the development of an anti-bullying survival kit. Advisor, Reggie F. Palmos, PhD. Liberty L. Ochavo, Bata, Bacolod City. Evaluation of the formation program for children in conflict with the law. Basis for enhancement. Advisor, Maria Lulu L. Loyola, EDD. Ryan Michael F. Oducado, Rojas City, Capiz. Nurses Workplace Assertive Behaviors. Basis for the development of assertiveness training program for nurses. Advisor, Hilda C. Montaño, EDD. Doctor of Philosophy in Education. Major, Biology. Janice L. Amarante, Molo, Iloilo City. Bridging gaps in teaching human anatomy and physiology for medical courses through the development of learning materials. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Jolisa H. Ang, Calibo Aklan. Teaching and learning gaps in General Biology 1. Inputs to the development of virtual laboratory material. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Mercy L. Arsenal, Dueñas, Iloilo. Readiness of non-STEM strand students in Biology Aptitude Test. Basis for supplemental learning material development. Advisor, Ginamar Genevieve Y. Figueras, PhD. Sharon Ann P. Mendoza, Oton, Iloilo. Analysis of gender stereotypes in general biology textbooks and gender lens of educators and learners. Basis for development of teaching exemplar. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Catherine C. Ruanse, New Washington Aklan. Learning preferences and competencies in biochemistry. Basis for developing a contextualized material in fisheries and marine biology students. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Fritzy C. Salmorin, Tigbawan, Iloilo. Development of three-dimensional instructional materials for teaching and learning earth and life science. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Analisa G. Santillana, Manapla, Negros Occidental. Teachers' competence and extent of integration of sustainable development goals. Basis for material development in teaching science. Advisor, Gina Mar Genevieve Y. Figueras, PhD, and Roel A. Ali, PhD. Major, Mathematics. Bernardo S. Almeria, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Growth mindset activities, creativity, habits of mind and mathematics, performance of grade 7 learners. Advisor, Emily G. Palomo, PhD. Michelle P. Bales, La Paz, Iloilo City. Technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge of teachers in statistics and probability. Basis for the development of a module integrating technology. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Jesse S. Banyes, Banate, Iloilo. Learning styles and mathematics performance of shielded arc welding students. Basis for the development of contextualized workbook. Advisor, Alona M. Belarga, PhD. Jonathan O. Borbon, Rojas City, Capiz. Paneaba to Talamath, Unraveling Ethnomathematics in Oyster Farming for K-12 Mathematics. Advisor, Alona M. Belarga, PhD. Michelle F. Calyao, Malay, Aklan. Technology-supported instruction and students' attitude, difficulties, and performance in general mathematics. Advisor, Dolly Rose F. Temelo, PhD. Edsel O. Coronado, Haro, Iloilo City. Panubok, exploring ethnomathematics in the traditional embroidery of Panay Bukidnon women as context for culturally relevant mathematics education. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Rene T. Estomo, Oton, Iloilo. Students' conception on the cognitive demands in algebra towards the development of a learning module. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Claire A. Ganzon, Barotac Viejo, Iloilo. Contextualized work text on mathematics in the modern world for agriculture students, integrating positive education. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Melba O. Hamon, Haro, Iloilo City. Development of instructional module to bridge the gap for non-STEM K-12 graduates enrolled in mathematics program. Advisor, Roberto G. Sage Jr., PhD. Relan M. Juarez, Dingle, Iloilo. Program module instruction on learners' performance and collaborative and critical thinking skills in general mathematics. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Jerwayne M. Palomar, Maasin, Iloilo. Pagrara, an analysis of the mathematical concepts used by Ilonggo bamboo weavers towards the development of instructional material. Advisor, Elvira L. Arellano, PhD. Jean F. Puerto, Argao, Cebu. Competence of the mathematics teachers on outcomes-based education. Basis for an intervention program. Advisor, Emily G. Palomo, PhD. Major, Physical Science. Anthony M. Macaya, Maasin, Iloilo. Learners' learning progression and science teachers' formative assessment practices. Basis for the development for the module in physics. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Jessray P. Villanueva, San Enrique, Iloilo. Critical thinking and science process skills. Framework of a contextualized self-paced e-learning module in physical science for grade 12. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Masters, Thesis Stream, Master of Arts in Education. Major, Biological Science. Christine C. Corriento, San Enrique, Iloilo. Content knowledge of biological risk reduction practices of senior high school teachers and students. Basis for the development of a proposed instructional material. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Myla Jane R. Damasco, Oton, Iloilo. Science enrichment activity on grade school learners' process skills and attitude towards experimental research. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Joey E. Elechicon, Igbaras, Iloilo. Interactive Science Notebook, developing learners' conceptual understanding in biology. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Marjorie M. Frahilio, Miagao, Iloilo. Comic strips as a learning tool for science teaching in a dynamic learning program. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Jose Carel A. Hondonero, Pasig City, Iloilo. Culture-influenced ideation, a cognitive approach to model culture in creativity and criticality in contextualizing 21st century biology learning. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Paul Terence J. Lerao, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Guro ng Agham, Cruzon Widyasarf. Journey of Filipino Teachers in Thailand. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. May Amor E. Montañez, Buena Vista, Guimaras. Junior high school science teachers' knowledge, attitude, and practices on interdisciplinary contextualization-based teaching. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Giovanni S. Peñol, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Virtual simulation application and learners' conceptual understanding in biology. Advisor, Shirley R. Husaya, EDD. Major, Filipino. Joyce G. Alip. Ang vocabulary learning strategies sa paglinang ng kasanayan sa talasalitaan. Advisor, Lori F. Tanalyon, PhD. Gay Marie G. Hingpit, Pavia, Iloilo. Antas ng kasanayan sa pagsulat ng mag-aaral sa ikapitong baitang. Advisor, Lori F. Tanalyon, PhD. Abraham Edgar T. Vargas, Tubungan, Iloilo. Ang audio recording bilang alternatibong kagamitang pampagtuturo sa pagtuturo ng L-filibusterismo. Advisor, Lori F. Tanalyon, PhD. Major, Language Teaching in English. Shaquenil Faye Celis, Bototan, Iloilo. Virtual learning vis-a-vis Edmodo in teaching verbals among grade 9 learners. Advisor, Victoria V. Albacete, PhD. Valin V. Dayandayan, Dingle, Iloilo. Written corrected feedback in narratives, teacher styles, and learners' responses. Advisor, Victoria V. Albacete, PhD. Josel Jean B. Española, Lapus, Iloilo City. Teacher's communication style and learner's achievement in English. Advisor, Fina Felisa L. Alcudia, PhD. Glyza May C. Estrellado, Leon, Iloilo. Dimensions of Language Teacher Efficacy. Advisor, Professor Marivic M. Violeta. Joanna Marie G. Fontiveros, La Paz, Iloilo City. Print and non-print media and the critical reading skills of grade 10 learners. Advisor, Professor Marivic M. Violeta. Richelle Ace R. Lagarto, Dueñas, Iloilo. Language anxiety and its relationship to oral discourse competence of grade 11 students. Advisor, Victoria V. Albacete, PhD. Hyra V. Lorca, Maasin, Iloilo. The use of video clip and small group discussion in writing a position paper. Advisor, Professor Paul Ayan T. Hungay. Maria Ofelia T. Pareño, Pavia, Iloilo. Audio and captioned advertisements in teaching vocabulary and listening comprehension. Advisor, Professor May S. Bagsid. Shane B. Sispenye, City Proper, Iloilo City. Lexil measure in an enrichment program and reading proficiency of grade 10 learners in a private school. Advisor, Professor May S. Bagsit. Donna Jen F. Talabo, Kalinog, Iloilo. Discourse analysis of students' code switching in a multilingual classroom. Advisor, Fina Felisa L. Alcudia, PhD. Major in Mathematics, Liza Jean M. Molas, Beso Aklan. Mathematics teaching performance in the lens of a DOST SEI scholar. Advisor, Roberto G. Sage Jr., PhD. Angelica L. Yoquid, Balete Aklan. Mathematics of Pinya Weaving, an ethno-mathematics study. Advisor, Roberto G. Sage Jr., PhD. Marinel S. Salazar, Pavia, Iloilo. Learners' mathematical creativity and performance in design thinking. Advisor, Jonathan C. Glorialo, PhD. Angeli A. Salay-Salay, Arevalo, Iloilo City. Tier Assessment in Grade 10 Learners' Performance in Mathematics. Advisor, Dolly Rose F. Demelo, PhD. Leah Rose T. Tinto, Makato, Aklan. Contextualized module with mobile applications and learners' mathematics performance. Advisor, Professor Angelina N. Ramirez. Major, Physical Science. John Mark P. Burila, Barotac Viejo, Iloilo. Music Chemistry on Grade 8 Learners' Motivation, Engagement, and Proficiency in Chemistry. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Major, Physics. Heron Pierre M. Bayakan, Pasig City, Iloilo. Inquiry with Interactive Science Notebook and Student Scientific Creativity and Proficiency in Physics. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Clytie D. Dionson, Banate, Iloilo. Physics problem-solving strategies and performance of senior high school learners in the technical vocational livelihood and academic tracks. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Jaya H. Juaneza, Manturyao, Iloilo City. Thinking Hats strategy on students' conceptual understanding in force, motion, and energy. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Granville M. Labaco, Dingle, Iloilo. Open inquiry-based approach with communication strategies and junior high school students' conceptual understanding in physics. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Shaira S. Sorongon, Pavia, Iloilo. Physics in the context of classical ballet towards the development of contextualized lesson guides in physics for the Special Program for the Arts learners. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Cyrus C. Trance, Haro, Iloilo City. Interactive Learning Repository Method and Grade 10 Learners' Performance and Creativity in Physics. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Major, Social Studies. Kadesh Exodus D. Verde Blanco, Libertad Antique. Multimedia aided instructions and workshops as mediators of students' knowledge on Libertad mat weaving. Advisor, John Erwin P. Pedroso, PhD. Rodson M. Tipawan, La Paz, Iloilo City. Interpersonal conflict management style in a state university. Implications to conflict resolution education program. Advisor, Reggie F. Palmos, PhD. Master in Education. Major, Guidance and Counseling. Rona Esther M. Banlasan, Haro, Iloilo City. Silver Lining, Grit and Well-Being of Working Students in a Private University. Advisor, Baby Rose G. Robles, PhD. Major, Special Education. Mary Christine L. Cuevas, Dingle, Iloilo. Concerns and Crisis Management in Families of Children with Special Needs. Advisor, Sherbeth H. Concibit, PhD. Christine Ann E. Embrado, Haro, Iloilo City. Inclusive Teaching Practices through Learning Action Cell. Advisor, Myra Angeli D. Oliveros, PhD. Masters, non-thesis stream, Master of Arts in Education. Major, Language Teaching in English. Estela L. Torrefranca, Badyangan, Iloilo. Master in Education. Major, Early Childhood Education. Raquel N. Ningas, Tobias Fournier, Antique. Major, Guidance and Counseling. Mary Hope S. Kahilig, Buruanga Aklan. Aben L. Fabila, Ferrol Romblon. Major, Special Education. Vimalen C. Orbino, Kalinog, Iloilo. Doctor of Philosophy in Education. Major, Educational Management. Benji C. Alejo, San Jose, Antique. Health, wellness, and quality of life as related to self-efficacy, professional commitment, and job performance. Inputs to a well-being program. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Sheila May B. Labajo, Barotac Nuevo, Iloilo. Team player attitude, effectiveness, and performance among employees in a state college. Basis for the development of a team-building program. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Resti T. Margarce, Bototan, Iloilo. Master Teachers Mentorship Quality and Instructional Effectiveness as related to their supervisory and administrative competence. Inputs to the development of a professional learning community program. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Marites T. Torres, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Personality trait, career orientation, assertiveness, and administrative competence among academic heads. Inputs to sensitivity training program. Advisor, Luis A. Abioda, EDD. Masters, Thesis Stream. Master of Arts in Education. Major, Filipino. Romelin E. Beran, Oton, Iloilo. Kontekstualisadong modelo sa pagtuturo ng pagbabasa at pagsusuri ng iba't ibang teksto tungo sa pananaliksik. Advisor, Jonaline L. Denusta, PhD. Pretzel P. Villanueva, Igbaras, Iloilo. Module bilang alternatibong kagamitang pampagtuturo sa Filipino sa piling larang sports. Advisor, Nenya Vanessa S. Cabiles, PhD. Major in Physics, Jericho N. Dosado, Yagao, Iloilo. Unpacking pre-service physics teacher science process skills for the development of a physics self-efficacy scale. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Major, Mathematics, Rian B. Dailo, Dingle, Iloilo. The development of contextualized module in general mathematics for agriculture students. Advisor, Rosemarie G. Felimon, PhD. Becky May I. Saho, Molo, Iloilo City. Disaster Risk Reduction and Management-based module in Grade 10 Mathematics. Advisor, Rosemarie G. Felimon, PhD. Major, Social Studies, Maricar C. Agua, Leon, Iloilo. From Camando to Leon, uncovering students' knowledge in local history. Advisor, John Erwin P. Pedroso, PhD. Master in Education. Major, Special Education. Diospiros C. Fuentes, Pavia, Iloilo. Development of instructional materials for inclusive education classroom anchored on universal design for learning. Advisor, Myra Angeli D. Oliveros, PhD. Masters, non-thesis stream, Master of Arts in Education. Major, Elementary Math. Mary Grace A. Sagudo, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Major, Language Teaching in English. Virilio C. Tamando Jr., Leon, Iloilo. Major, Mathematics. May Diana E. Bellarmino, Kalinog, Iloilo. Mary Joy B. Lerdon, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Major, Reading. Agnes M. Ayudante, Molo, Iloilo City. Wilma D. Belgira, Anilao, Iloilo. Hope Joy E. Gomez, Tubungan, Iloilo. Roseanne L. Sadsad, San Miguel, Iloilo. Major, Social Studies. Krishna Arian D. Deala, Dingle, Iloilo. Master in Education, Major, Early Childhood Education. Maria May C. Arjanal, Igbaras, Iloilo. Major, Guidance and Counseling. Maria Christine Joyce N. Nonato, Miagao, Iloilo. Ana May A. Alipat, Igbaras, Iloilo. Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Major, Curriculum Development. April L. De Angel, Calibo, Aklan, Development of Peace Education Learning Package for Higher Education. Advisor, Reggie F. Palmos, PhD. Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education, Major, Biology. Ferolin J. Balhadia, Barotac Viejo, Iloilo. Pedagogical content knowledge of non-biology specialists, basis for the development of a teaching guide. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Major, Mathematics. Noeda M. Madamisila, Negros Occidental. Flipped classroom on problem solving, critical thinking skills, and students' mathematics performance. Advisor, Emily G. Palomo, PhD. Major, Physical Science. Aldrex A. Barrientos, Barbasa, Antique. Course facilitators teaching approaches and challenges. Inputs to the development of an issue-based instructional model and course syllabus in science, technology, and society. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares Jr., PhD. Master's Thesis Stream, Master of Arts in Education. Major, Biological Science. Jose Jeffrey Arellano, San Dionisio, Iloilo. Contextualize nature exposure, a strategy in teaching biodiversity. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Leia May F. Farillon, Capas Capis. Scientific reasoning skills, critical thinking skills, and performance in science of senior high school learners. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. John Mark D. Gordon, Belison, Antique. Crossing Horizons, lived experiences of second career licensed professional teachers in teaching science. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Maria Aileen Joy G. Halego, Arevalo, Iloilo City. My First Time, Narratives of Beginning Non-Biology Majors Teaching Living Things and Their Environment. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Mafe Grace A. Melizas, Alimudian, Iloilo. Development and evaluation of the contextualized learning module in genetics for senior high school learners. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Venus G. Nieve, Ahoy, Iloilo. Dynamics of Learning Action Cell, Implications for Pedagogy and Policy Development. Advisor, Peter Ernie D. Paris, PhD. Aura Carmela F. Sendico, Pasig City, Iloilo. Science Teachers Laboratory Activity Preferences, Local Resources, and Cultural Knowledge, basis for the development of a place-based laboratory activity manual. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Major, Filipino. Matt Christopher T. Balangao, San Jose, Antique. Kontekstualisadong module sa pagtuturo ng pagbabasa at pagsusuri ng iba't ibang teksto tungo sa pananaliksik, pagbuo at pagtataya. Advisor, Romeo T. Espedion Jr., PhD. Irene V. J. Carmona, La Paz, Iloilo City. Kasanayan ng mga mag-aaral sa pag-unawa sa binasa, batayan sa pagbuo ng programang pagsasanay. Advisor, Professor Erlene Zolina. Maria Charmian Jane S. Magallanes, Dumangas, Iloilo. glosaryo ng mga piling salita sa asignaturang pang-espesyalisasyon ng HUMS bilang suplemental na kagamitang pampagtuturo. Advisor, Pearly Jade N. Embajador, PhD. Mary Jane B. Panes, Badyangan, Iloilo. Visible thinking routine sa pagtuturo ng panitikan, pagtiyak sa antas ng kasanayan ng pag-unawa sa binasa. Advisor, Dory F. Tanalion, PhD. Larry V. Shin R. Soltones, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Pagbuo at pagtataya ng tulang panradyo bilang kagamitang pampagtuturo sa Filipino 9. Advisor, Dory F. Tanalion, PhD. Maria Noeben Torres, Igbaras, Iloilo. Antolohiya ng maikling kwentong hinigay noon ni Maria Luisa Esdefante Gibraltar. Pagsusuring sosyo-kultural. Advisor, Lori F. Tanalion, PhD. Major, Language Teaching in English. Herlin L. Yaite, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. A contrastive analysis of travel reviews and magazines published in the USA and the Philippines. Advisor, Maria Asuncion Christine V. De Quilla, PhD. G.L. John C. Haro, Poton, Iloilo. Caring Pedagogy, an exploration and distance learning in English. Advisor, Antoniette D. Cortez, PhD. Major, Mathematics. Eddie A. Castronuevo Jr., Alimunian, Iloilo. Winning edge in mathematics competition, contestants' learning styles, habits of the mind, and trainers' coaching styles. Advisor, Emily G. Palomo, PhD. Major, Physical Science. Rhea E. Deza, Pasig City, Iloilo. Flipped classroom approach through the lenses of high school science teachers. Implications to an in-service training. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares, Jr., PhD. Alfredo C. Ga, Jr., Ordan Guimaras. Learning materials for modular distance learning on academically challenged learners' science process skills and conceptual understanding of matter. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares, Jr., PhD. Casey James P. Padilla, Pasig City, Iloilo. Guided inquiry with explicit instruction method. Effects on senior high school students, chemistry performance, and self-efficacy. Advisor, Ricky M. Magno, PhD. Zendi C. Pandungan, Poton, Iloilo. Science teacher skills and strategies on formative assessment, implication to in-service training. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Sydney P. Sevandra, San Rafael, Iloilo. Contextualized manipulatives on learners' critical thinking skills and conceptual understanding of chemistry. Advisor, Ignacio S. Tibajares, Jr., PhD. Major, Physics. Erwin D. Alimpuango, Alimunjan, Iloilo. Implementation of the spiral curriculum in junior high school physics. Advisor, Vicente C. Handa, PhD. Xavier Romy O. Branya, Marotac Nuevo, Iloilo. Improvement-oriented student-centered approach in high school physics. Transforming failures and mistakes into learning opportunities. Advisor, Agatha Z. Senina, PhD. Michelle G. Dordas, Rojas City, Capiz. Language teaching strategy and grade 12 learners metacognitive and problem-solving skills in General Physics 1. Advisor, Shirley R. Husayan, EDD. Shane V. Esquilio, Rojas City, Capiz. Argument mapping method and critical thinking dispositions of learners in physics. Advisor, Chive G. Gabasa, PhD. Mayflor L. Vegafria, Sibalom Antique. Strategic Intervention Material-Based Instruction and Grade 10 Learners' Conceptual Understanding and Science Process Skills in Physics. Advisor, Shirley R. Husayan, EDD. Major, Social Studies. Pauline Rendaje, Poton, Iloilo. Bullying experiencing, coping mechanisms, lessons learned, and aspirations of high school working students. Advisor, Eleanor S. Hamero, PhD. Hercel D. Robite, Aninii Antique, Self-Esteem, Self-Control, and Deviant Behavior of Hume's Senior High School Students. Advisor, Catherine O. Roses, EDD. Master of Education, Major, Administration and Supervision. Ivy Joy S. Cado, Mandubiao, Iloilo City. Awareness and Utilization of Data Privacy Act on Social Media. Advisor, Shirley R. Husayan, EDD. Ophelia L. Sebastian, Lapus, Iloilo City. Stakeholders' Awareness and Reporting Attitude toward Child Protection Policy. Implication for a proposed teachers training program. Advisor, Shirley R. Husayan, EDD. Major, Guidance and Counseling. Jeanette F. Pahura, Miagao, Iloilo. Challenges and needs of students at risk of dropping out. Student Home Visitation Program Protocol. Advisor, Catherine O. Roses, EDD. Etidal Z. De La Paz, Rojas City, Capiz. School Administrators Management Preparedness and Support towards learners with special education needs. Implications for a training design. Advisor, Professor Rossini Monsalud. Roxanne C. Goles, Pasig City, Iloilo. Child Protection in Schools, Preventive Practices in an Inclusive Classroom for Learners with Special Educational Needs. Advisor, Myra Angeli Oliveros, PhD. Non-Thesis Stream, Master of Arts in Education. Major, Physical Science. K. V. Cordero, Cabanatuan, Iloilo. Major, Special Education. Karen T. Lasap, Tubungan, Iloilo. Febralin D. Perasol, Lemery, Iloilo. Carmeli Rose S. Secugal, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Master of Education, Major, Guidance and Counseling. Joanna Faith C. Magbanwa, Haro, Iloilo City.
University Distance Education, Summer 2019. Diploma in Teaching. Christy V. Banez, Tigbawan, Iloilo. First semester, school year 2019-2020. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Lady Ruth O. Belaya, Bagumbayan, Taguig City. Irene J. Demafiles, Pavia, Iloilo. Jezreel Dawn and Senina, Nonthaburi, Thailand. Felinor P. Villa, Haro, Iloilo City. Van Christine M. Villa, Singapore, Singapore. Diploma in Teaching. Stuart Galban, Surin, Thailand. Anne Rhea O. Hinay, Cortez, Bohol. Ryan Martin E. Malonzo, Bangkok, Thailand. James McCloskey, Khon Kaen, Thailand. Jackie Lou A. Nieves, Chiba, Japan. Bibaswan Palchaudhuri, Chiang Mai, Thailand. Joven M. Politico, Nonthaburi, Thailand. Robert P. Roque, Angeles City, Pampanga. Chilin S. Tabares, Zaraga, Iloilo. Second semester, school year 2019-2020. Diploma in Teaching. Sheila May M. Baclayo, Kidapawan City, North Cotabato. Aaron John B. Bangao, San Rafael, Iloilo. John Emil V. Cruz, Novaliches, Quezon City. Glennie Rose April A. Kuyong, Bangkok, Thailand. Mary Joy E. Galeno, Gimbal, Iloilo. Viraj Gandhi, Mumbai, India. Lisa Angeli T. Gapak, Bangkok, Thailand. April Rose E. Gebertas, Davao City. Rechi Joy G. Legaspi, Samut Prakam, Thailand. Sharon Diana Amor Lorono, Bangkok, Thailand. Jessica E. Makalawa, Suphanburi, Thailand. Maricel M. Panes, Maidan Hawali, Kuwait. Grace Ann G. Posadas, Rojas City, Capiz. Maybelline S. Rodriguez, Cuyo, Palawan. Adam B. Smith, Chiang Mai, Thailand. Lawrence L. Soteo, San Enrique, Iloilo. Master in School Management, Geraldine P. Atangke, Haro, Iloilo City. Arjusi Kestosani, Chiang Mai, Thailand. Jenalyn M. Pineda, Estancia, Iloilo. Sinclair D. Sultan, New Lucena, Iloilo. Emelinda C. Villanueva, Jakarta, Indonesia. First semester, school year 2020-2021. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Mary Grace M. Calvadores, Metro Manila. Nina Loren S. Hilis, Otago, New Zealand. Maria Elena B. Jacob, North Jakarta, Indonesia. Diploma in Teaching. Jennifer May D. Acosta, Thailand. Annie Z. Cadanilia, Phuket, Thailand. Sheila May A. Kanag, Kanchanaburi, Thailand. Christine May P. Dagaang, Pathum Thani, Thailand. Adrian T. Etchage, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Cesar T. Felisan Jr., Gindulman, Bohol. Casey Lynn M. Israel, Nonthaburi, Thailand. Renner Joy B. Lasap, Nonthaburi, Thailand. Jessan Marie D. Lebeng, Holy Ghost Proper, Baguio City. Jeffrey Lunor, Samut Prakan, Thailand. Joanne M. Orgas, Samut Prakan, Thailand. Karen E. Orzo, Bangkok, Thailand. Jose Maria Esperes de Tagle, Chonburi, Thailand. Jennifer M. Pines, Nonthaburi, Thailand. Leia Nina S. Punyo, Nakhon Ratchasima, Thailand. Gwen Julin Reyuan, Bangkok, Thailand. Pia Marie L. Sabiron, Bangkok, Thailand. Michael O. Saunar, Phang Nga, Thailand. Glory Joy B. Sazon, Nonthaburi, Thailand. Riza May Zaob, Prachinburi, Thailand. Master in School Management, Mary Sulan S. Perez, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Second semester, school year 2020-2021. Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Jansen M. Fernandez, Luxembourg, Austria. Jose Rogi F. Grande, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Diploma in Teaching. Chailu B. T. Abrigos, Dawis, Bohol. Crystal Sherey S. Arroyo, Tapas, Capiz. Excelsis L. Ascueta, Bangkok, Thailand. Jocelyn Bernardo, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga del Sur. Liza Marie T. Canta Lopez, Leon, Iloilo. Irish Jane D. Concepcion, Davao City, Philippines. Grandi B. Eleazar, Bangkok, Thailand. Rosemary A. Estorba, Suphanburi, Thailand. Greggy P. Estrella, Udon Thani, Thailand. Joy N. Garcia, Bangkok, Thailand. Anafel M. Gendapa, Davao City, Philippines. Donna May L. Guartico, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Patrick John G. Haro, Miagao, Iloilo. Guillaume Matthew Jean Leroux, Chiang Mai, Thailand. Mary Laureen R. Lianes, Bangkok, Thailand. Sarah Jane D. Olaso, Suphanburi, Thailand. Idona Daris V. Sako, Udon Thani, Thailand. Anne Marie Servito, Coronadal, South Cotabato. Marcela A. Stamans, Chiang Mai, Thailand. Bleseral T. Tandugon, Nonfaburi, Thailand. Glendale G. Wilson, Buena Vista, Guimaras. Leia T. Valenzuela, Bangkok, Thailand. Master in School Management, Paromita Bhattacharjee, Kolkata, India. Maria Fe B. Dequito, Pavia, Iloilo. Ngozi Ogbona, Bangkok, Thailand. Joe D. Yi, Bangkok, Thailand.
Candidates for graduation, College of Information and Communications Technology, as of summer 2019. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, John Louis M. Balmes, Saraga, Iloilo. Edgar Alan I. Ku, Cabatuan, Iloilo. Lance Vicar B. Pasukin, Pasig City. Rory F. Soliano Jr., Iloilo City. Mario A. Soriano, Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Bachelor of Science in Information Systems, Mark Fellman G. Lazarito, Haro, Iloilo City. Second semester 2019-2020. BS in Information Systems, Ken Victor F. de la Puerta, Haro, Iloilo. Master in Information Technology, Joan Marie F. Marcilones, Dumalag, Capiz. Thesis, Improving Student Retention by Predicting Early Signs of Student Dropout Using Decision Tree. Advisor, Dr. Joel T. De Castro. Stenali A. Selfides, Oton, Iloilo. Thesis, Matching Students in Scholarship Using Clustering Analysis for Decision Support System. Advisor, Dr. Bobby D. Gerardo. Ana Margarita D. Sichon, Hamtik Antique. Thesis, Criteria Pollutants Classification System Using Fuzzy Decision Tree Algorithm. Advisor, Dr. Joel T. De Castro. Candidates for graduation, College of Nursing. First semester, school year 2019-2020. Edward Shannon G. Alvior, Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. Thesis, Technology Assisted Instruction in Nursing, Implications to Nursing Administration. Advisor, Professor Aisha C. Penuela. Second semester, school year 2020-2021. Jana Jessa D. Aquino, Estancia, Iloilo. Thesis, Sports Injuries, Preventive Techniques, and Injury Management of Student Athletes. Advisor, Mrs. Marianne G. Sotelo. Lali D. Shedesela, Gimbal, Iloilo. Thesis, Perceived Benefits and Attitude of Nurses Towards Focused Data Action Response, Charting of District Hospitals in Iloilo. Advisor, Dr. Rosana Grace Belo de la Riarte. Alma B. Dile, Balasan, Iloilo. Thesis, Level of Attitude and Extent of Practices Toward Rounds Among Nurses in District Hospitals. Advisor, Dr. Rosana Grace Belo de la Riarte. Mary Irene O. Lao, Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis, Stories of Ilonggo Nurse Returnees. Advisor, Mrs. Marianne G. Sotelo. Julie Ann Faye S. Palma, Molo, Iloilo City. Thesis, Continuing Professional Development, Awareness, Attitude, and Participation Among Nurses in Iloilo City. Advisor, Dr. Ryan Michael F. Odocado. Lester C. Sapar, Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. Thesis, Job Satisfaction and Intent to Stay Among Nurses in a Public and Private Hospital in Iloilo. Advisor, Dr. Ryan Michael F.
Oducado. Master of Arts in Nursing, Summer 2019. Nicolette Ann G. Ubas, Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis, Perceived Competence and Transition Experience of New Graduate Nurses. Advisor, Dr. Ryan Michael F. Oducado. College of Pescar, Summer 2019. Master in Music Education. Elishama Jeffoni B. Dunton, Rojas City, Capiz. Thesis, Spiral Progression Approach Adherence of MAPE Teachers, Basis for the Development of Teachers in Service Training Program. Advisor, Professor Ryan L. Pulhanan. Glea Joy E. Paulino, Iloilo City. Thesis, Athleticism, Artistry, or Interplay, Embodied Dynamics of Ilonggo Women's Pole Dancing Engagement. Advisor, Professor Paulo C. Abrico. Master in Physical Education and Sports, Maria Windy N. Ireneo, Sibalom Antique. Thesis, Self-Identity and Empowerment Mechanism of Physically Challenged Student Athletes. Advisor, Professor John Christopher E. Deguma. Cindy Abigail P. Monte, Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis, Eating Attitudes and Knowledge of Eating Disorder among Athletes as Inputs for Athletes' Nutritional Plan. Advisor, Dr. Porfirio J. Barlas, Jr. First semester, school year 2019-2020. Bachelor of Music Education, Hamela P. Alvior, Lapus, Iloilo City. Bachelor of Physical Education, Dance, John Patrick D. Templora, San Joaquin, Iloilo. Bachelor of Physical Education, School Physical Education, Thea Janmay C. Amatorio, Jordan Guimaras. Master in Physical Education, Dance, Joanna Roan E. Katuiran, Tibiao, Antique. Thesis, Carry and be blessed weaving cultural themes in a religious dance through arts-based research. Advisor, Professor Paulo C. Abrico. Master in Music Education, Rodrigo J. Soto Jr., Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis, Padayon, an original theme song for the Ilonggo indie film Salvi. Advisor, Mr. Cyril John B. Galanza. Evangeline R. Villanueva, Pavia, Iloilo. Thesis, Content, Knowledge, and Skills in Music of Secondary School Teachers, Basis for Development of a Pedagogical Technique Model. Advisor, Dr. Richard J. Gabayoyo. Master in Physical Education, Sports, Felicitas P. Ganya, Pasig City, Iloilo. Thesis, Coaching Competence and Coaching Style as Predictors of Sports Performance. Advisor, Professor Maria Nenit T. Bahador. Andrea Odin P. Handongan, La Paz, Iloilo City. Thesis, The Teacher Coach, Understanding Byways of Ilonggo Physical Education Teachers in Myriad Roles. Advisor, Professor Paulo C. Abrico. RVA Maghupoy, Pavia, Iloilo. Thesis, Instructional Behaviors of Aerobic Gymnastic Coaches and Trainers as Input for the Development of a Coaching Model. Advisor, Professor Ryan L. Pulhanan. Lou Margaret G. Parcon, Pototan, Iloilo. Thesis, Technological Innovations and Coaching Techniques, Inputs for the Development of a Coaching Model. Advisor, Mr. Rocky L. Penuela. Lyndon G. Sorongon, Buena Vista, Guimaras. Thesis, Mathematical Content Integration in Sports Training, Its Effects on Athletes' Performance. Advisor, Dr. Christopher T. Haspe. Fritzy B. Talidano, Carles, Iloilo. Thesis, The Ilonggo Palarong Pambansa Track and Field Imagery, Ilonggo Athletes' Persona and the Pictures of Technical Cognition, Tactical Creativity, and Possible Interplay. Advisor, Professor Paulo C. Abrico. Leopoldo Tumapang III, Buena Vista, Guimaras. Thesis: Management Practices and Effectiveness of Regional State Colleges and University Athletic Games, Basis for the Development of a Sports Program. Advisor: Dr. Richard J. Gabayoyo. Elvin John I. Villanueva, Pavia, Iloilo. Thesis: Plyometrics Training, its effect to the leg strength of volleyball players. Advisor: Dr. Richard J. Gabayoyo. Milcha V. Cepeda, Barrio Obrero, Iloilo City. Thesis: Senior High School Sports Track, Evaluation of Program Implementation and Competence of Graduates. Advisor: Dr. Richard J. Gabayoyo. First semester, school year 2020-2021. Bachelor of Physical Education, Sports and Wellness Management. Mariel Joy G. Palma, Zaraga, Iloilo. Master in Physical Education, Dance, Sheila Ann Y. Montero, Pavia, Iloilo. Thesis: Struggle, Spectacle, and the Spaces of Learning, the Schooling of Ilonggo Dancers. Advisor: Professor Paulo C. Abrico. First semester, school year 2020-2021. Master in Music Education. Crisia Camille O. Dahay, Concepcion, Iloilo. Thesis: Teacher's personality type and locus of control, their relation to teaching performance. Advisor: Professor Ryan L. Ulanan. Master in Physical Education, Dance. Julie Rose A. Cabiles, New Lucena, Iloilo. Thesis: Development of a supplemental dance instructional material in MAPE. Advisor: Professor Ryan L. Pulhanan. Master in Physical Education, Sports. Archie T. Concepcion, La Paz, Iloilo City. Thesis: Agi kami, pero Decoding Iloilo Angels' Queer Dominance in the Philippine Volleyball National Open. Advisor: Professor Paulo C. Abrico. Jeremy V. Juliaga, Haro, Iloilo City. Thesis: Coach-Athlete Relationship and Satisfaction, Basis for Designing a Coaching Guide for Amateur Sports Competitions. Advisor: Mr. Rocky L. Penuela. Johnny Cleo O. Pacalioga, Mansilingan, Bacolod City. Thesis: Water and Land-Based Exercises, Their Effects to Body Composition. Advisor: Dr. Richard J. Gabayoyo.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been inducted into the Alumni Association of the West Visayas State University, do solemnly pledge to do my best in the performance of my duties as a member of the association. I hereby promise to support and protect the Constitution of the association and live up to the ideals of the West Visayas State University. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the West Visayas State University Federated Alumni Association Incorporated.
We are alumni, loyal and true, of West Visayas State University. The cradle of our sacred past, on which our future is built to last.
O Almighty God, we, the graduates of academic years 2019, 2020, and 2020-2021, humbly stand before Thee with joyful, grateful, and hopeful hearts. We thank Thee for everything Thou hast given us: zeal and devotion for work, admiration for virtue, love for justice, and dedicated service to mankind. Bestow on us Thy divine grace, that we must work at all times for Thy greatest honor and welfare of our country. We thank Thee for devoted faculty members. Help them in their work. As we seek new horizons, we humbly beg for Thy blessings. Be Thou, O Lord, our light and our strength. Help us remember always that noble work is done by noble men. May we always look up to Thee as the way, the truth, and the life. Amen.
Has been a tough year for all of us, but for our graduates who are here today, together with their proud parents and loved ones, have proven that nothing is impossible when you believe in the power of your dreams and in your capability to make those dreams come true. To our dear graduates, you may have spent the last year in this university under the remote learning method, but this does not make you any less of a taga-West that is able to make the world a little better than we have found it.
Congratulations, Batch 2020 and Batch 2021. This may seem like the end, but this is more of a beginning. May you remember that the real essence of education is making a positive impact in other people's lives. Face the harsh currents of the world with confidence and humility. Empower those who are in the margins of society and inspire the generations that come after you. You are the future. This has been your host, Professor Ryan L. Pulhanan.
And I am Dr. Bona Sobrepeña Palma, reminding you to spread your wings
and soar the vast skies.
Stay safe, everyone.
Visayas State University, we hear thy name resound. O'er mountains, regions, valleys, and seas, where thy sons for Judea are bound. O West Visayas State University, in endless past far right, and soon depart and soon to fill our hearts with courage for the right. March on, ye loyal sons, duty awaits beyond the hoary band. Let wisdom set you free, radiant with hope for a bright world to see. March on, ye loyal sons, straight to the peak, marching ever on. We learn, we labor, we serve in the end, sweet contentment, the Master's hand. March on, ye loyal sons, duty